A very good afternoon, dear viewers. Welcome to Jinja City, the starting point of eastern Uganda, right at the source of the River Nile, the world's longest river, where it starts from Lake Victoria all the way to Egypt. We are having a 64-man competition here at Paradise Port, one of the most beautiful venues in the city. The biggest match in the first one, without a shadow of a doubt, is between one of the tournament favorites taking on another of the tournament favorites. On table queuing is Zambia's Kelvin Nkando, nicknamed Fikoti. He's taking on Uganda's Habib in a race as short as 4. Kelvin now 1 and Habib 0. Rest of 4 and live commentary is proceeding shortly. In the meantime, I'm just hoping that the video is clear enough. I am streaming this match on Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook, as well as Break and Finish Live YouTube, in order to serve both audiences that are really so interested in watching this one. The Ugandans who love their YouTube, the Zambians who love their Facebook, and the rest who may choose a platform of their choice in between the two. Once again, Habib 0 and Kelvin 1. There's just this little bit of history that when Kelvin reached Uganda, in fact, even before he reached Kampala, when he was still on the bus from Nairobi to Kampala, Habib gave me a phone call and told me that he fancied a race with Kelvin. So there was big chance that the first match that Habib and that Kelvin will play on Ugandan soil could be the match with Habib, but there was some issue within Habib's management, and they told me that they could wait a little bit longer. Habib has been for the last 2 years the captain of the Uganda national pool team. A reason to believe that Kelvin, if he wins this match, that he will have beaten another big share of Uganda. He has had good performances, Kelvin, ever since he's coming into Uganda, but performances have sometimes come a little bit short. He has played 3 tournaments, losing all of them, twice in a final and once in a quarter final. The Christmas Cup Championship in Masaka, Central Uganda. By the way, today we are in the East. That one he did lose out to Ibrahim Kayanja in the quarterfinals. Then the end of year competition of the Polar Station of Uganda that was concluded only 2 days ago. In that one he did lose out to Ibrahim Kayanja in the final. And then in between those two was a 32-man competition that was organized at Diplomat Billiards Cafe in Kajansi, and in that one he lost out to his international teammate Moses Mofia in the final. It is the very first time that the two are facing off against each other, as Habib leads 1-0 after that unexpected miss from Kelvin. The pool tables are not the usual quality that you normally watch, but nonetheless playable. So players may have to do some kind of adjustment to their style of play. With a little bit of precaution, the tables are not so welcoming of attack-minded players. Those who like to play like Fred Crash Karanja, who like to put balls left, right, and center, sometimes the table may not be friendly. Both Kenai's quality, originally from South Africa. The tables on which most of the Ugandan tournaments are played are Super League quality, originally from England. Once again, the race is for win 4 frames and qualify for the next round, which is a round of 32. Lose 4 frames, and if you're Habib, you qualify to go home. If you're Kelvin, you qualify to go to your hotel room as well. Tournament is a 2-day competition. It will be ending tomorrow. And yes, today is 30th and tournament is ending on 31st, and yet on the 1st and 2nd there is another New Year competition, this time of only 16 men, including these two. 16 of the top men in Uganda. That one will also be coming live on the same platforms as this on which you are watching this bit of action. That will be on the 1st and 2nd of January. Then for Kelvin, there is expected to be more action next week. There is talk of a money match between himself and Kasozi, and yet even a certain Mr. Chandiga Caesar is engaging Kelvin's management. There's a discussion between Kelvin and the Advanced Talent Agency that the management team of Caesar to have a trilogy between the two. And once it is confirmed to happen, then, if I'm not mistaken, it will be streamed on the ATA platform. Thank you for watching, my good friend, Ugandan legend, Sula Matovu. I know you are supporting Habib, but you don't mind Kelvin winning. And how about that performance in the Grand Mchana? Nowadays, guys call him a big fish. He reached the quarterfinals, was the second best performing Ugandan after Caesar. Out of 25 Ugandans who participated in the men's category, by the way, and was beaten by Caesar in the quarterfinals, and it was a very close match, by the way. Almost took Caesar to a decider until Sula came short. But if it was the Sula of 2016, then he would have won that one. Thank you for also representing. I saw your name on the end of your competition in Nairobi. I don't know how well you performed there. Shigo Tyler, thank you for watching, supporting Fikoti. Arnold Nyahono also supporting Fikoti on Facebook. Victor Makumala supporting from YouTube. Thank you for watching. Yes, guys, for me, I just gave you the news as I see. Still nothing conclusive, but yes, more likely that it will go in that direction. So I just gave you the news. Not that I have any power to change it when it comes. Frame number 2 is now most likely going the way of the Ugandan. In the meantime, this tournament is organized by the Ginger Pool Association, and shortly we shall be talking to the chairman. You see, Uganda has an association that is called the Pool Association of Uganda that is in charge of the sport, which is on the way to making a federation, to turning into a federation. Now, a federation is a group of associations that federate into one, normally governed by a president. So, before the federation comes into play, associations are being formed. Actually, they are already in place, about 12 of them in the entire country. Ginger is one of them, and the Ginger Pool Association is the one that is organizing this competition here at Paradise Sport in Ginger. I'm not so sure that Habib will be happy with himself with this kind of shooting, unless there is passage of that yellow ball to the corner pocket on the top of your screen on the right. I'm not so sure. Yes, there was space. I think I was wrong. What is not wrong is that Habib is equalizing here. Yes, it is Habib 1 and Kelvin 1. I just want us to have a little chat with Waswapis, the chairman of the Pool Association, who is also with the publicity secretary of the association, the two people who are the brainchild of this competition. Welcome, sir, to the stream, and let's say something to the viewers.
Yeah, thank you so much, Peter. I think this is the first time being on your live. We are honored having you in Ginger to actually cover our games. What I can say that I would like to thank Ginger Pool Association for organizing the end of year pool tournament, and we are honored to have the best players in the country.
In 2 countries.
In fact, in 2 countries, because we have those who are coming from Zambia, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I think Kelvin is on table now. It's going to be a showdown. It's going to be a great game, and let the best player win. Thank you so much, Peter.
I know about something from the Ginger Pool League, the recently concluded JPA Pool League. Yeah? Thank you for the conclusion, and thank you for the whole organization.
Thank you, Peter. About the Ginger Pool League, we are glad that we managed actually to finalize the league, and prizes were awarded. Only that we still have an issue of sponsors. Come next year, we are going to look for sponsors so that the league is more competitive and, of course, good to get the good players to participate in our league.
Yeah, as the tournament grows older, I will once again be talking to you such that you pass out your message to the people. If I could say something to your publicity secretary, Mr. Nolan, how is you? And thank you for the work.
I'm okay, Peter, and I'm so glad to all our viewers across Africa because your channel is the most viewed channel. First and foremost, I would want to tell the people all over to follow Chobe Live, Peter Live.
This match is on two platforms on Facebook, Break and Finish. Then
Uh,
Facebook is Big Money Billiards Uganda, and then YouTube is Break and Finish.
Oh, please follow all these channels because the people who do publicity, I normally tell my bosses, I equate ourselves to a rug, the rug that enters you into your house.
Yeah,
It is very easy for someone to clean onto it and go in,
yeah.
and then you may not understand the importance. But back to what we are having in Ginger, we are privileged now that we have one of the biggest tournaments because PA organized the one they had, and it somehow coincided with ours. Going forward, I want these things to be merged
Okay.
so that every region has got these things, but somehow supported
Yeah.
from the mother body,
All right.
PAU.
Yeah.
Because in fact we can look for local sponsors, but they can still be merged with the mother body. So apparently for this one, we are really happy that our brothers from Zambia, Kelvin, Mofia, are here. We're really happy. We have Caesar. Right now we are having Habib, captain on the table. We have Black. We have all the big names in the land.
Yeah.
So I want the people to enjoy, and let's all keep glued to Break and Finish and Billiards.
So the only missing thing is the only thing that is missing in the relatively very good thing is having something for ladies participating.
Oh yeah, we actually in Ginger, our biggest challenge now is the ladies. We've got a few ladies, and most of the ladies we have already play in the National League. So my task now, and the task of all the managers in Ginger, is getting ladies on board. And this is really one of the challenges we have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. We shall be getting back to you
Thank
in
you.
later
Thank
matches
you.
today and
Please
tomorrow.
enjoy Ginger. Don't forget to visit the source of the Nile.
Definitely, actually, both Kelvin and Mofia told me that they want to visit that place. I told them maybe tomorrow morning before they come
Don't
to the games.
forget to visit the source of the Nile.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So there we are. Back to the match. It is 1-1 between Kelvin and Habib in a race to 4, as short as 4, for a place in the round of 32 of the ongoing end of year championship that is happening on the last 2 days of 2024, the last tournament that I am streaming this year, and the first tournament that I'm streaming next year is in only 2 days also, another 2 days comp at KV Pool Arena in Masaka. We are going back to Masaka with these two players, by the way, to participate in the now beginning of year championship. How busy Ugandan pool players have been nowadays. The end of year championship is on the 31st of December, then the beginning of your championship is on the 1st of January. No time to rest. Action, pan action, pan action. I'm not so sure that Kelvin can put his remaining red. Maybe off the cushion and off the yellow. It's all that I can fathom. Even then, if it can get potted, I'm not sure. He will nonetheless be trying. I think red off the cushion and off the yellow. Yes, off the cushion, off the yellow, but it's not potted. Habib has chance to play good enough for Kelvin. He has some distance between Habib's yellow and his red. Habib will nonetheless be playing safety shot here. Yes, he does. And you just think that if Kelvin doesn't find his red, then it will be more likely than not that Habib will be stealing frame number 3 away from Kelvin. But he will nonetheless be trying to find his red. And I'm thinking that the most likely cushion is of most likely angle is of three cushions: the one on the left, then the one on the top, then the one on the right. White ball moving towards the red, but also that the direction of that play has that black ball, and maybe one of the two yellows that are closest to the bottom of your screen. This is tough only for top players. Good enough, Kelvin is a top player, but even for top players, it is not obvious. One, two. Of course, there was always that interference of that yellow ball. As I projected now, Habib has chance to steal the frame away. Oh, he's still playing a little bit patient. He doesn't want to pot. That means that he wants to remain playing safety here. If there is no, if the white ball cannot pass in between those two yellows near the red, then it will be a stalemate, the footballing equivalent of a draw game. Kelvin will try and play mass shot, curving white ball rain around the yellow, then go between the two yellows. He gets to foul. Depending on what you think about it, you can call it an intentional foul or not, but he did not have too much choice anyway. It is very understandable, his choice of shot. It was always going to be very unlikely that he would be finding his red. I also think that Habib may not intend to go for the game once and for all, but now he will. Because he has now 6 yellows, all of them positioned well for him. Like I think to steal the frame away, unless something goes terribly wrong in his play, he should be home and dry now for frame number 3. So it will have to be a very long wait for Kelvin if he loses this match, for him to travel back to Kampala tomorrow. Probably waiting for Mafia if Mafia doesn't get beaten, and I'm just assuming if Kelvin gets beaten, it's still a big if. And then proceed to Masaka to participate in the beginning of your competition. Moses Maluza is asking if Sajemba Ibra is participating in this tournament you're watching on YouTube. The answer is no, he is not. Habib needing one ball potted, having white ball for the black to the center pocket on the right. Beautiful, and I think accurate up against the black in the third frame to make it for himself, which he does. Habib 2 and Kelvin 1. Thank you for watching. Fred Wemesa, Geoffrey Henry, Samuel Akeda, of course, supporting Habib. Samuel, I think, is watching from Soroti. No, Kitgum. Samuel Baker Akeda. You see, I got you, eh? Mark, you're asking what is happening with the trilogy. Yes, there is still talk between Caesar's management with Kelvin to have a trilogy between the two. Nothing is confirmed yet, but the way the direction of the negotiations is going, the biggest likelihood is that yes, there could be. There's also pending talk of a match between Kelvin and Kasozi. Yes, Shosa Chikonja, thank you for watching and reminding you guys to like the video. Yes, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, kindly just like. That's the least you can do. Mostly it is the sport. It has got nothing to do so much with the streamer. It is just for Facebook and YouTube to recommend this video to other viewers. That is all. Maybe for the streamer, it allows maybe a bigger chance for the platform to grow more. Prince Mukandoya, thank you for watching. And you think Kelvin is winning? Yes, so far he's trailing. There is a pattern of play in which Habib could finish this frame if he could start with that red ball closest to the cushion, to the pocket on the top right. If he can put it slowly, he will have natural white for the next red ball to the corresponding corner pocket on the top left. Then pot it while spinning white ball backwards off the cushion to get white for the last red. And I think that will be the pattern he will be following. There he is. This one, my projection is that he will be playing big backspin, white ball bouncing off the cushion on the right, and then moving leftwards to get good white ball for the last red to the left. Could be backspin or top spin. Goes for top spin and plays equally accurately. Pretty likely that he will be making it 3-1 in the next 15 seconds or so. When it is the likes of Habib, when it's the likes of Kasozi, Computer, Ibrahim Kayanja, then Kelvin is pretty much playing against some of Uganda's finer players. Now this one is one of them, and they'll be trying to put black ball to the center pocket on the right. There we go. And the sinks it in. Habib 3, Kelvin 1. And for YouTube, we are close to 200 watching. Only 30 have liked it. Yeah, just do the like as Kelvin rocks his balls for frame number 5, which if he loses, then that will be it for his participation in this competition. Kaifas Rider Kubai, thank you for watching, supporting Fikoti, Sincere Nana, supporting Habib, we are calling Captain Joseph Beni Mwemba, watching on Facebook, also supporting, I think you're supporting Kelvin, Habat Kayuke, Francis Rogambaje, Chikabi Edward, also thank you for watching. Competition that is coming to the foil on a Monday afternoon. These guys are busy in one way, very importantly busy, but in another way you can just imagine how tiring and exhausting it can be, most especially psychologically. You travel this big distance, then you lose in the first round, yet you lost in the first or second round in the PAU comp, and then there is another comp. By the way, the beginning of your competition is in Masaka. Here we are in eastern Uganda. The one in Masaka is in central Uganda towards the west, and the two places are about 200 kilometers apart. So you can just imagine what these guys have to go through. Sikelela Nokefe is asking if Hazard is participating. I am not seeing his name on the chart, and I think he will not be participating in this one. To see my Matthias, thank you for watching. You think the table is affecting Kelvin? Yes, the table is playable, but not some of the world class tables that these players sometimes play on. But I insist again, it is playable. You just have a feeling now that shouldn't Kelvin find any of his yellows and Habib is able to get a free shot and a visit after this, then I think that will be it for Kelvin. The rest is too short even to commit a foul. Tournament is happening only on 2 tables. He's able to find one of his yellows. And at least while he doesn't snooker Habib, he gives him a very thin white. One thing I'm loving about Kelvin is that he is so open to any challenges that these Ugandans are throwing at him. When I did talk to him about the potential of him playing with Caesar, he said, okay, we can play. Then when I talked to Caesar about the same, he gave me the same usual answer, no problem. Some guys call him Mr. No Problem. Yes, Mr. No Problem is at the venue, watching this match from a distance. He's just drinking juice. But on the table, there is a problem for Kelvin, the fact that he is 3-1 down in a race. This shot, he has to be careful with this shot. This sport sometimes is so unforgiving. And the time that you are really looking to pull one back is the same time that your shot kisses the opponent's ball or your ball, and before you know it, it's a foul, and then the very next moment, you are as good as gone. Mark, you are saying Mr. Problem isn't drinking beer today? Yes, he's drinking juice, eh? Chance for Habib, tricky looking red frame, but these are big boys. Although now, in this sequence of play, he finds himself in a bit of trouble. I'm not sure he can put any of his reds in. No more shots, going for a bank. One of the reds to the center pocket on the right where he's having his fingers, and gets it. Every time he puts a ball, the frame opens up the more, and the likelihood becomes bigger that Kelvin's participation in the tournament may be coming to a first round end. Habib now on 2 reds. And pretty much this could be it for Kelvin. And this one will be the best finished frame in the match if Habib clears his reds, and the first round of Habib versus Kelvin will end in Habib victory, because he's so keen, Habib, on having a race with Kelvin. Now he needs a simple roll of the last red on the table to the corner pocket on the top right of your screen, white ball moving rightwards near the right cushion for him to roll the black to the corner pocket on the right bottom of your screen. That is the shot. One more piece of action in this match from Habib will close the day, as long as he can be on target, potting this black ball, having the safest white ball possible for him to qualify for the round of last 32. Yes, he does. This one will be the first time of Kelvin's stay in Uganda that in a competition of this nature, he's exiting in the first round to the hands of the national team captain in Habib Sebuguzi, who qualifies for the round of last 32, while Kelvin qualifies for his journey back to Kampala. Final score, Habib Sebuguzi 4 and Kelvin Mkandu 1. See you shortly.